So welcome everybody to the Falco Community call. 2 little reminders. Falco is a sincere project, so we are following their code of conduct. Please be kind to each other. And this call is recorded, so if you don't want to be, if you don't want your face display on YouTube, just turn off your camera. For the today's highlights, we don't have any item, except if someone wants to add it in real time right now. No. So 2 items for the agenda. Jackie, you're first. Mic is yours.
Yeah, let me share really quick. This is only going to take a few minutes. So just, I don't know if folks are familiar where Falco is going to be at KubeCon coming up. So I'm working on a blog that is also going to get posted and outline all of this, but I just wanted to share this with the community. So Loris, our CTO at SysDig, is going to be speaking about detecting threats in GitHub with Falco, and that's happening at the Cloud Native Security Con. So details are going to get published on like time, date, room, and all that kind of stuff. And then also Stefano and Lorenzo are going to be delivering a session, The Eye of Falco, also on Tuesday, the 25th at Cloud Native Security Con. And then we also will be having our project meeting on that 25th. Actually, a lot of things are happening that day. That evening, we'll also have a party, which we're inviting the community to. And then during KubeCon, we have the maintainers track. So that's going to be Jason and Luca delivering security in the cloud with Falco. And that's going to be an overview and some project updates. And we'll also be in the project pavilion. Our booth number is 10. And again, I'm still looking for some volunteers to help staff that. So that was it.
Thank you, Jackie. Any question about that? No. Let's follow up. Jason, your time, status of Falco.
Yeah, I just wanted to give some updates. Thomas, maybe can you share the screen, maybe open that issue that I linked? It will probably give an idea where we're at. Okay, let's see. Okay, so quick recap for everyone. We were expecting Falco 0.33 by the end of September, but we had many delays for both technical and non-technical issues. So we postponed it, and we are currently in an active testing phase. We are currently finishing. I'm trying to keep track of everything that has been changing here in this issue, and this big list of PR are all fixes PR. So we encountered plenty of bugs, but we fixed most of them actually over the past few days. I can't emphasize how much I'm thankful to both Andrea and Federico, because they are helping a lot, especially on the libs part. And right now we created a new tag for the drivers. We're in the process of building them, and we expect this release to be published probably by Monday. Our current goal will be by this Friday, but due to like all the stuff that needs to be done, besides the technical perspective, probably Monday will be the target date, for sure by the next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The plugin SDK has been released. We are in the process of releasing the plugins, the official ones, and yeah, that's exciting. Plenty of new features and bug fixes, and that's all. So looking forward to give you more concrete updates next week. But if you have any curiosity, you can check out this issue or just write in the Slack channel, and I and all the others involved will be pretty happy to respond.
Thank you, Jason.
Oh, sorry, Jason, just a quick question. Do you anticipate for like the libs any other release candidates this week or anything like that?
Maybe Andrea can respond better. For libs, currently we are still using a commit hash, and we already have forked like a release branch that we currently use to keep track of all the stuff just for this release. The current target will be a 0.9.0, and we didn't plan to do RC releases. We can try to forge a tag if you would like to test it additionally. For libs, there are plenty of new changes. The biggest one from an API perspective are two, one of which I think you are already aware, Daryl, which is that the open method has been splitted for all the drivers supported. And the second biggest one is that from this version on, folks that only want to instrument one or more specific syscalls, now they will be able to, because you can basically configure libsysp to only collect the system calls they are interested with. So those are the two biggest features added in this release.
So Jason, this is Fred. I think Andres tagged an RC1 last Friday for 0.90. So from now until the final release, we won't have any new release candidates. Did I hear it correctly?
Is that something,
I think so. As
that's
I
something
said
useful?
earlier, yes.
We can consider creating one tomorrow if that's something maybe useful for you, for you guys. But if you
No, we're testing RC1 right now. So
Okay.
maybe I think it's advantageous for us to test the head of the branch you guys forked, right? Because you were pushing last minute fixes in there, correct? All right.
Yeah, the current head of the branch is in a stable state. We are
Okay.
going to experiment a little bit more, especially on the Kubernetes metadata enrichment part, but that should be pretty solid currently, because we tested a lot that part.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Just for me to be aware, do you have any testing plans, like in a timeline? Like, do you prefer us to delay a little bit because you want to test more, or do we want us to
No.
follow through? Okay.
We would prefer that you follow through with your plan. We are testing on this side. We found a few issues that I think we'll be addressing on later release, probably. I don't think we have time to tackle user management things and other things. Yeah.
If you feel like there's something useful to share for everyone, you can reach out to me, Andrea, either privately or even on Slack.
Yeah. We have been talking to both Andreas, and we have a Slack channel with Fed as well on the user management. But I don't think those are issues that can be addressed in this release. It would delay the release too much for us to address it.
Yeah, I agree on that. Probably we'll address them in the next release.
My big advice in this case is if we want to create an issue and set the next milestone to that issue, so that we don't lose track of all these little issues.
Yeah, we can.
I prefer to have that on GitHub than on like on random Slack channels. That's my suggestion. Just that it's easier for maintainers to keep track of everything in that way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I was planning to do that. It's just that we're still trying to wrap our minds around what's going on with one of the issues. But thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
please add me too.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
And do you anticipate, just because we're doing our own release sort of in conjunction with the libs release, do you anticipate any like sort of big things that are going to be or big fixes in the next few days? Like if we used a release of, like, let's say for tomorrow of the libs, do you anticipate that that's going to be like very close to what's going to get released?
I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. We tested this a lot, since last week, and we haven't encountered any bugs that are not currently fixed on the latest commit on the release branch. So that should be solid. It should be solid, in my opinion.
Awesome, great, awesome work, everyone. That sounds really great. So
thank you.
We'll keep testing. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Anyone has an extra point? Or the new joiners, if you want to introduce yourself, present to us what is your use case with Falco, you can just turn on your microphone and speak.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Hey.
Hi. So this is Hiroki, and so I want to share. So this is not a use case, but so about my internship. So maybe 2 weeks ago, so in this community call, maybe share my Japanese article or shared. And today, so yesterday, so I released the English version, and I will share about that. So can I share my screen?
It works.
Okay, so this is so English article about my internship about and I tried to evaluate Falco, and so this is what I have done. Yes, I so restructured the Kubernetes set matrix, and so I contribute some Falco rules and create new rules. And I create 9 pull requests, and I'm now continue to contribute Falco. So all of thing is in this article. Yes, so I worked in Mercari as an internship. So Mercari serves a lot of service on Kubernetes, and so Kubernetes security is important to our company. And I list all of attack techniques into this matrix, and I create POC code each of them, and I try to attack, and so the Falco rule can detect or not. So so I created some new rules about the new techniques. So for example, yes, this is so proc PID environment file. So this is a file of, so we can read this file, and I got some process environment variable. Yeah, so I created this rule, and yeah, maybe so this pull request is now is not merged, so I will continue to contribute. And I research about so Falco detection bypass by symbolic links. And so this is so create a little pull request and create an issue. So I'd like to continue to discuss about so how to detect this bypass technique. And okay, so I'd like to say thank you to Falco team. So I create so some pull requests, and Falco team helps me a lot of things. So Falco team helps me about the false positive and how to create rules. Yeah, so I done so great task in my internship. So thank you everyone.
I just
Thank
wanted
you.
to say thank you personally, because I saw all the great rule contribution that you did, and the only reason why some of them have not been merged yet, it's just because we don't have those many technical reviewers for the security rules. There are mainly Kaisi and Stefano with enough expertise to have the final word. So yeah, we're actually, if you would like to be one day interested in becoming a reviewer or even a maintainer of some of the code parts that involve rules, that would be fantastic. And yeah, again, love all the contribution and looking forward to collaborate more if you would like to. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great article, by the way.
Yeah, I would say thank you to you because you help us a lot with all your work and all your pull requests. So thank you very much. And as Jason said, if one day you want to help us also in reviewing other rules, you are welcome. So thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I know it's very late for you in Japan.
Yes.
And your use case to extend the threat matrix from Microsoft is really, really valuable for us. It shows to everybody how Falco can be integrated in a security process, in a security framework, even from such big company like Microsoft. So this is really nice. You did an amazing work. You know that because we discussed together.
Thank you.
Congrats again. Karen, I think you are new either. Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah, so I'm actually just here on behalf of the CNCF tag focused on contributor strategy. So I'm just kind of surveying different community meetings to see how you all run your meetings. And Carolyn Vanslick, who I'm on the tag with, we're going to basically come up with like a best practices guides for running community meetings. So I'm just lurking. Yeah, so taking notes and everything. And if anyone is interested in the tag, basically we are just trying to help projects kind of, yeah, provide guidance on like the best ways to improve your contributor experience. And yeah, so again, just lurking. So thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We may discuss together if you want about that. I'm running some meetings, some calls for years now. I think I'm one of the oldest people there, so we can discuss if you want privately.
Perfect. No thanks.
I think this is the end now. Like every week, who wants to be the MC for the next community call? If no one is volunteer, someone can just add himself or herself in the documentation, in the doc.
Before you finish, I see
Yeah,
there's
sure.
an entry. There's an entry
Oh.
right under this week highlights.
Okay.
Some sessions on
who wrote
Oracle
them?
Cloud
Yeah.
World.
Yeah. Who wrote that?
Oh, the highlights?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Next week that you have the Oracle Cloud World is the main event for Oracle, and there is some sessions about Falco. I'll be presenting one. And
nice.
Eric Carter from SysGig also will be presenting about SysGig and Falco together. So that's yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's showing like for people that use managed Kubernetes cluster like OKE and running Falco and integrating with the infrastructure, like getting logs and send logs to the infrastructure as well and getting that in real time. Same from the console, like using the list, and also
if you need any material, logos, fonts, diagrams, or some help with Falco itself or Falco Psychic or another.
Okay, there is a lot of background, and the presentation will be like some diagrams and showing the architecture and 2 different use cases, and then live demo.
Okay, nice.
Next week after this, I can have the presentation as well.
Is there any possibility to see the talk of online?
And I think it'll be recorded, and we can see it on demand after the.
Great. Don't forget to share the link.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure, I'll be sharing.
So this is the final world. Thank you, everybody. See you next week with a fresh new release of Falco just out. Have a nice week.